everybody, and what the hell is wrong with you, Glenn? Literally, like, the second.
It was just a sip. It was just a sip, I promise. Just a very small sip. I apologize.
The second.
I apologize. So what the hell is wrong with you, Glenn?
I didn't even get to say my intro. Oh my god. Welcome to the season finale. We are at the season finale of season 1. We're on episode 11. Well, episode 10, but 11 total episodes.
No, 12 total episodes. You got it all wrong. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
We're on episode 11, but it's 12 total episodes.
Wait, last one was 10?
Yeah.
Yo, that's tight.
It's pretty tight, right? Pretty tight.
That's sick.
That's pretty tight.
I had no idea. I feel so... Sorry, I feel so out of it right now. Holy crap.
It's pretty tight, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty tight.
It's pretty tight.
Well, before we begin, here I'm gonna open my wine. So, what did you get this week? / already started drinking.
I got a Loveland Vineyards. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, 2018.
I got Prosecco. Today as a celebratory gesture. You know, something sparkly, something bubbly to wrap up our 11th episode. Wow, we did it, man.
And just in case anyone's keeping tabs, this is the wine that I owe June. So.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to Glenn. Shout out to Glenn.
I got you,
guys.
man.
So,
I never watched the movie, man. I'm sorry.
You would rather spend $20 than watch the movie. I mean, that's respect, honestly. At the end of the day,
you gotta respect it.
But yeah, so we made a bet. Glenn promised me that he would watch Lost in Translation from one of the previous episodes, and if he didn't, he would buy me wine. And well, he bought me the wine. Let's just say that.
Still haven't watched it.
All right, so I'm gonna open this on cam, so we need to stall. But Glenn, you went to New York, right?
I did go to New York.
This past weekend.
Yeah. That was this past weekend. And I actually got flown out to shoot a wedding.
Wow, your first.
My first time getting flown out for any kind of work or gig. So, I actually don't really like doing weddings, but I just did it because I was getting flown out, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's a milestone.
It is honestly a milestone. It is. It really is.
Cheers. Well, not cheers. I'm gonna open this bottle. I haven't even opened the bottle yet.
Oh, you haven't yet? Okay.
You're on your third glass.
I am.
Oh shit! This day is literally just getting worse. I'm sorry about the. Oh my god. The jump. I'm gonna be right back. I just spilled so much wine on my table. Luckily, it was white wine. Oh, thank God, it was white wine. Anyways, cheers. Cheers. Holy crap, it took us 10 minutes to do this.
No, it took us 45. We were supposed to start at 9.
Okay.
Sorry. We're at 9:45 now.
Well, the original, we're ahead of the original, which was 10.
Which was, yeah, I mean, that's true.
We're 15 minutes early right now.
That is true.
That's my bad.
It's a great point.
Honestly, every single thing that could have gone wrong was going wrong.
Literally.
From first off, so we use GarageBand at the moment, and my GarageBand wasn't working. I couldn't hear the audio. My mic wasn't working for whatever reason. And you know when you're having a bad day or whatever, and it just seems like everything that can go wrong goes wrong, and just all the inconveniences just seem to pile up when you're just in a bad mood, in a bad day. I think that's me right now. It's really frustrating. Just been going through it, you know.
Oh, just going through it, man.
Just going through it sometimes. Yes, sorry, we are very scattered brain, or I am at least. But welcome to episode 12, right, Glenn? 12.
Episode 12.
We're at episode 12, and so I
No,
decided to
episode 11, but we have 12 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
title wise, it's like, okay. You know what? Just go for it. Yeah, keep going. Fuck it. Fuck it. Who cares? Who fucking cares?
Glenn's not in a good mood right now. I'm sorry. Glenn's not happy right now. He just downed that glass. He downed that glass so hard, so fast.
I'm a little cranky. I feel like.
I think you're a little cranky, and it's okay. But
I am.
It's good for me to know.
I apologize.
It's good for me to know. But I've been on that note. I've been feeling very cranky too.
Cranky.
But welcome to episode 11. We're gonna wrap up season 1. I decided to kind of just end it here. Well, we were gonna do 10 episodes. Our goal was very simple. It's like, hey, let's just try to do 10 episodes and then go from there. And so we did it. So cheers to us.
Cheers once again. Cheers.
Wow, we did it.
Yeah.
But so for to wrap up, to wrap up this season, I suppose we're gonna do fan submissions, fan submitted questions, and you guys submitted quite a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into it. But Glenn, how do you feel the past 10 episodes?
10 episodes.
Give me like top 1-2 highlights.
I mean, releasing the first episode was obviously very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had been sitting on like 4 or 5 episodes for like a couple months, and then we decided to finally release it. That was a big day. And then I think hitting 10. Episode number 10, we were like, okay, we hit our goal.
Yeah.
And then now we're here. So
now we here. Wow. What are some of my favorite moments? At the top of my head, just because this is a little bit more recent, is probably our stripper story. That whole that episode.
That was a good one.
That was a good memory.
That was a good memory. It's a good memory.
Yeah, even episode 0 when we shot in Georgia, that was a good one too. Just like we did it. Like we talked about it for like a year.
Man, I remember being so fucking nervous for that episode for some reason. Like I was really uptight. I remember while shooting that, and I was like stuttering even more than I usually do.
I wonder, guys. So for the listeners that have started from 0 till now, do you think we've gotten more comfortable on the mic, on the camera? I hope so.
That's such a good question.
I hope
I wonder if people like think that we've gotten better. As like podcasters.
What if they're like, yo, they just keep getting worse? It's kind of crazy.
It's just been a downhill slope the entire ride, the entire season. Like,
yeah. In hindsight, episode 0 was the best. My God.
We started off with a bang, and then that's it. We fizzled out.
Oh. Yo, random. Glenn, do you like coconut water?
I do not.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I do not. You like coconut water? I feel like it tastes like sweat. Like if I were to ever drink a bowl of sweat, it would be from a coconut, like coconut water. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I imagine sweat. Like the consistency, the way it goes down your throat. Like I feel like coconut water is very similar to sweat. You feel me? Like a big bowl of sweat.
Dude, can we have a sweat count? Holy crap! How many times did you say sweat? Speaking of which, we need to do an episode where we find things where we disagree on and just debate.
We do.
Because I'm a fan of coconut water. I'm a fan, and I used to be a hater. And I used
Why
to be
do you
just
like coconut water?
I used to be just like you, but now I get it now. It's so good. Like I don't know.
First of all, it's not so good. It might be just good.
No, it is.
Don't do that. Don't bullshit me.
It's such a good thirst quencher.
It's a good thirst quencher.
After really intense like session of like basketball, when you play like and you're really sweaty and you're dehydrated, Dude, and then you get some ice, like cold coconut water. Oh god, it's so good.
But I feel like when you're dehydrated, like any type of drink will taste good, though. No.
Well, yes, but I mean, but coconut water is it's so good, especially like even when you're hungover, like the next day, the next morning. I crave coconut water and like Gatorade.
That's very weird. Very fascinating.
Well, there is something we disagree on.
I feel like I could debate about this for a good like 20 minutes. Like just really go at it. Like 20 minutes.
What? Maybe you just don't get it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't get it, but I have tried it many times. And it's just like there's just something missing with coconut taste. Water. You know what I'm saying? For me, there's like something missing. It's like I just feel like it should be like more, you know, but it's not. It's just like coconut water, you know. It's just like it's just like slightly thicker water. You know what I'm saying?
Let's divide the fans. So all in favor of coconut water are on Team Joon. You know, the listeners that hate coconut water, Team Glenn, right?
Yes.
We know who's you know come on, we know who's the better one, but well, okay, shall we kind of go into some of these questions?
Let's do it.
Man, y'all really submitted a lot. Let's start off kind of simple. Let's start off kind of easy, kind of icebreakers. One person said, let's see. Oh, weird or silly unpopular opinions. Do you have any? We need to do an episode on that.
Oh, I feel like I thought of one today while driving. But
do you want me to start?
I can't remember what it is. Yeah, you can name one.
Well, I put this on my story, and this is just to get the ball rolling. But I love chocolate, but I dislike chocolate ice cream.
You've told me that before.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that make any sense? You like
chocolate?
It
makes total sense. Chocolate ice cream does not.
Chocolate ice cream? Chocolate ice cream's fucking bomb. First of all.
No, ew.
First of
no.
all,
chocolate ice cream is just.
You know what?
No.
I couldn't even expect more from you because you like fucking coconut water. So let's just
see. If you don't like coconut water and you like chocolate ice cream, it all makes sense.
Oh, me, right? Oh, me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, me. It all makes sense for me, right?
Yeah. It kind of just makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
You know, I see that. Like, I'm not surprised. You know. What, you eat your steak well done?
Okay, what the fuck do you not like about chocolate ice cream?
First off, it doesn't taste like chocolate. It tastes so different. There's very few types of chocolate ice cream that I do like. I don't oppose every single type. There are some brands and some flavors that it's better than others, but just a typical like chocolate ice cream, no.
Wow.
Like, nah. Yeah, like fudge ice cream.
You know what? Everything you've said so far is just very disappointing today. I don't know what it is. It's just like, first of all, you're like, yeah, I like coconut water. And then you're like, I don't like chocolate ice cream, but I like chocolate. What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
You have no idea. Dude, so many people agreed with me on my story. So many people were like, oh my gosh, you get me. Or like, oh yes, I agree. Like, there's okay, look, that's my unpopular opinion. What's do you have one yet?
What's my unpopular opinion? Fuck. Okay, I have one.
Okay.
I think pho
hit me
is the best noodle dish.
The rice noodle
Dish.
Wait, are we talking about just the noodle or just are you talking about the entire dish?
The entire dish.
Okay, so pho is the best noodle dish.
I don't, for me, there's nothing that tastes better than pho in terms of noodles.
Wow. Okay, let me think about that before I agree or disagree. It's up there. It has to be up there for sure.
If you're a noodle lover, you have to like pho, I feel like. Honestly.
I will say pho is acquired. You want to hear my pho story?
Sure.
You know, I hate it when people say stuff like that, like at a function or just like in person. It's like, hey, do you want to hear this? What if you said no? Like, it's like you're obligated to say yes.
Yeah.
But I ask, you know, with this facade of courtesy when I know that you can't say no. Anyways, might as well be like, bitch, you're gonna hear my pho story. So I used to hate pho. I know. I used to hate it. And I was the kid that every time, we grew up going to Pho Buck on Buford Highway. And on the way to Pho Buck, there's a McDonald's. And we would get McDonald's every single time, and I would get a number 6, big and tasty, that is no longer there. Ugh, that was the best.
Big and tasty. I don't even know if I remember.
Yeah, do you remember
Big
number 6, big and tasty? Mm-hmm,
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's an old school menu. So I would always pick up a big and tasty, and our family would go to Pho, and I would be the only one just eating my McDonald's. And since I was a kid, like that was like tolerable. Like, look at this kid with a McDonald's bag, right? I was young, I was immature, and then one day, I slept over my friend's house, and then the family, we all went out to eat pho. But then I was just being polite, you know, like I didn't want to be like, I don't want pho, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause
I want a big and tasty. Take me to McDonald's.
Yeah, like the thing is, it's like, look, my parents taught me better than that. You know what I mean?
I want a number 6. What the hell? Why are we eating pho?
Bro, you know what I realized? Quick sidebar. When I'm a parent and my kids start having sleepovers and my other parents' kids sleep over my house, you learn a lot about their parenting through the kid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Although the parent is not completely responsible for a kid, because I mean the kids we're born assholes. We you know what I mean? Like, we don't know any better.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the story. So yeah, we went to eat pho. I didn't say anything, and then I forced myself to eat it, and then I forced myself, and then it tasted good, and then since then I loved it.
Dude,
it's an acquired taste, and it clicked. It clicked for me. But
I love me some pho, man. I literally crave it like at least once a week. At least once a week, at the very minimum. I could probably eat it like 3-4 times a week if I really wanted to. I fucking love pho, dude. Whew. I love it. Put some sriracha in that bitch, the little duck sauce. You know what I'm saying? Some bean sprouts, onions.
Yes. What is your ideal bowl look like?
Okay, so this is how I eat my bowl. Whenever I get it.
First, no. Start from the order. What do you order?
Oh, order. I either get a shrimp pho or a pho thai, which is a rare steak.
Okay.
And when I get the pho, right, first I always taste the pho without any like sauces or anything.
Of course.
Maybe like 4 or 5 times. Like, okay, it's nice. But now it's like time to add some sauce. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put the sriracha in. You know what I'm saying? And I do 2 circles and a half. 2.5. 2.5 circles of sriracha, and then I do like 1 circle of the duck sauce or the brown sauce.
Hoisin
sauce, yes. And then I put in bean sprouts. I put 1 lime in, or squeeze 1 lime in, and then I always get a side of onions and put some extra onions in there, and that's it. I don't put in basil. I don't put in like the other stuff.
Okay.
And then that's how
you put in jalapeno.
Oh yeah, jalapenos. Yes.
Yeah, you like spicy a lot.
I do. Yeah.
That's a pretty decent order, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my go-to order. First off, I'm a combination kind of guy. I'm a dak biet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All day.
Okay.
Because I love all the little different types of stuff. I love the tripe, the intestine, the meatball. I mean, like all of it. I think the tendon, the cartilage, that chewy clear one. I think that's slept on. It's so good. The texture.
So I love it. Do you like gopchang?
Yeah, I love gopchang.
Oh, interesting.
I
actually don't like gopchang, so that's why I don't get the combination stuff. I just stick with
So
that's very interesting.
The story of my thing about gopchang is I grew up eating gopchang sundubu. The tofu stew.
Gopchang sundubu?
It's so good. And
really?
So I only did it because of my brother. And so whenever I went to restaurants, it was like that was my low-key flex. Every time I ordered, I would order gopchang sundubu, and then occasionally the waiters would be like, "Wow, look at you! You know how to wow, you know how to eat." Like I was like little kid ordering gopchang sundubu. You know, everyone, kids get like spam and egg sundubu, or like the classic just beef or whatever. So yeah, my brother, straight for the intestine. So my bowl, combination. I asked for the chili oil on the side.
You got that last time I ate with you.
Yeah, some
I've
people
never had
kind of
that
like
before.
hate. Some people hate on me because oh you don't put that in pho, but I love it in pho, and I just love it in general. It's a more subtle taste, but I put it in there. Recently, I don't really put sriracha or hoisin. I've just only put the sweet chili. I used to drench it in hoisin, but I've been kind of going away from the sweet. But I always get a side of onions, sliced onions, and then I mix it with sriracha and hoisin, and then I mix it all up and eat that as like a side dish. I put 1 to 2 limes. I and then I sometimes put like extra jalapeno. I don't really mess with like the basil and the other leaves, but sometimes I just throw it in there because why not? But yeah, that is kind of my pho bowl.
Solid. That's solid.
Can I give you a hot take? I guess like
Sure.
it's an unpopular. Oh, this is an unpopular opinion / hot take on the topic of noodles. You know what I've realized after all this time? I finally come to terms with this. I think the ceiling is pretty low for ramen. I don't think ramen's that great. I think it's overpriced, and it's like
Japanese ramen.
yeah, like when I eat at ramen restaurants. I haven't been to Japan. Disclaimer. So I haven't had like really good, but I've tried multiple types of ramen. I've tried tonkotsu. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it tonkotsu ramen?
Tonkatsu,
like
yeah.
The classic beef broth. I've tried dippin ramen, the dry ramen. I've tried slurping I tried a lot, right? But I think the ceiling is pretty low. I think I think there is good ramen, but I haven't had ramen where I was like, wow, this is mind blowing. I've never been mind blown. I would put pho over ramen.
Yeah, me too. I don't ever really crave like Japanese ramen,
Yeah.
But I
me
also
too.
have heard that in Japan there's like a Michelin star ramen spot, and that's something that I would definitely give it a shot, or like give a try.
I
What the
will
fuck am I
say
saying?
like a lot of the
get it,
ramen
ready.
that a lot of the ramen that I order, it is pretty heavy, so I realize I really don't like the feeling afterwards. I get like extreme food coma, and I feel like super bloated and
It's very salty.
super
It's very salty.
like yeah. I'm like chugging water, and I feel very lethargic, so I don't like the feeling afterwards. So I think I'm like leaning more towards the kind of like cleaner broths.
Yep.
But yeah. Yo, Glenn, how many glasses have you had? Holy crap.
I've had 2.
You've only had 2 glasses? You're lying.
Yep, I've only had 2.
How about we finish the bottle just for old time's sake?
Should we?
It's the last episode.
It is the last episode. You know what? Fuck it. Let's
Why
fucking
not?
do it. I'm down.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You know what's a great feeling? Just because I love food, and I love sharing experiences with people. Like I think food is meant to be eaten with people. It's a shared experience. And so your love for pho and even your order was so interesting because like I introduced like real pho to my girlfriend, and so she only tried like fake pho, and like especially like in Korea.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
like,
dude. One thing I'll
pho
say
in
about
Korea is whack.
dude. I was like fucking shocked. I was like, dude, isn't Vietnam like fucking close as fuck to you guys? Like, why is this so fucking trash? Like,
It's
literally
so
America's
bad.
like 50,000 miles away, and it's still fucking better than this shit. Like, I don't understand
It's
why.
so bad.
Why is it so bad out there? It's so weird.
It's because there's not a lot of Vietnamese out in Korea. There's a lot of Vietnamese out in America.
Right, but even like the pho spots, like if you're gonna make a pho, like make it like pho. Like why is it so bad?
Well,
though?
I've
You know what I'm
heard certain things like it's really expensive because there's no lime, so lime is super expensive in Korea.
saying?
I think
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that. But anyways, so she tried like good pho, right? And she was mind blown, and she said, "This is like my top 3 favorite food." And like you, she's like, I think I can eat this every day. And she loves shrimp, like loves shrimp. So she gets shrimp pho sometimes. I'm like, that's I don't get it. But
sometimes if I'm feeling really extra, I'll ask the waiter if the cook can grill the shrimp.
oh, you can.
Whoa! Hey! Come on! Stay alive, dude.
Oh, the thing about sparkling wine, like the thing about bubbles, the carbonation like messes you up. Wait, you can request to grill shrimp? That's sick. Does it cost extra?
I actually no, it doesn't usually.
Wow.
I haven't done it in a couple years because I just got lazy. I just didn't want to ask. But yeah, that's what I used to do. I got that from my mom. Like my mom used to do that.
Yo, that's tight.
Back in the day, but
you know what's funny though? Like it's like she loves shrimp, but she hates peeling it. So like, I'm the one that peels all the shrimp for her. Like whenever she orders shrimps, I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm just kidding. I always do it very like voluntarily. Like she's never like asked me to do it for her. You know what I mean? And she always feels bad. She's like, no, don't do it. But she's like, it's like one of those like, don't do it. I hope you do it. I don't do it. Just don't.
It's like don't do it. But then as you're reaching, like she's not really doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
like she's like, don't do it, but she's putting it in my bowl.
It's like no, don't do it. Don't. It's
do
okay.
Here,
I got it.
Don't.
I got it.
I'm gonna put it in your bowl. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of shrimp. Here's the thing about shrimp.
I fucking love shrimp, dude.
Here's my take on shrimp.
Okay.
The taste is not good enough to justify the work you need to put into it.
That's my take. Do you like Cajun seafood? Like Cajun food?
Yeah, seafood boil. It's freaking amazing.
You don't think the taste of that is worth it? I think it is. I think it is.
So when I eat seafood boil,
and I'm fucking lazy. You know me. I'm fucking lazy.
Yeah, you are.
And I'll fucking feel every fucking shrimp.
When I eat boil though, I will eat the shell for the crunch, for the texture actually.
Oh, you eat the shell too?
So if I get like a pound of shrimp, I will eat, let's say, 5 to not even 10. I can't even confidently say 10 shrimps. I will peel about 5 to 7 shrimps and I'll be like, nope, I'm just gonna eat it from now on. I'm just gonna eat the shell. Yep. That's me. So if you're an avid shrimp lover, I will say this: I don't think you can say you like truly love, like the epitome of loving shrimp, if you haven't tried the head. Because there are people that like love the head.
Usually, I like suck on the head. Like I like suck the guts out of it.
Yes.
But I don't actually eat the head though. You know what I'm saying?
I can't get myself.
Yeah, it's just like the eyes are like looking at you and shit, and it's like fuck.
The eyes are looking at you, and like the little whiskers like pokes your throat.
Yeah,
it's really long. It's like really long.
Fucking beady little eyes. Like fuck that, dude.
Guys, so we have like 6 pages of questions. We've answered 1.
Yes, let's move on.
Great start.
Let's move on.
When it comes to food, I can literally talk about it for like hours.
Let's move on.
Okay. Glenn, you wanna pick a question? It's your turn.
Do you have any ghost stories?
Ghost stories? I have what's that called?
Sleep paralysis?
Paralysis, yes. Korean is called kawi. I have kawi stories.
I also have
it's called sleep paralysis. So here's the thing. Before we even get into it, here's what sleep paralysis actually really is. It's all it is when your body falls asleep before your brain, before your mind. That's why you can't move.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it usually happens when you're like fatigued, you're very exhausted, and you're physically tired. So your body's like very restless and it just falls asleep. But your brain is awake.
Your brain
is still awake.
Your brain. Why did you just go full fucking British? I don't understand.
I think it was more Australian, but I'm sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much really all it is. So I'm not gonna like make a big deal out of it, but at the same time, my first experience was when I was kind of young. I was still sleeping with my mom, and I remember I turned my back. I was sleeping on my side, and I turned my back to her. She was literally like a centimeter away, right? But my back was to her, and then all of a sudden I froze. And then I had sleep paralysis, and I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? I couldn't make a noise. I was trying to shout. I was trying to like yell for my mom. and then so when I get it, I hear like a piercing, like a screeching noise, like a very audible, increasingly loud screeching noise, and I saw like kind of like stuff kind of flying around. But so it was a really scary experience. I was like, oh, this sucks. This really sucks. I was like, I have no idea what's going on, and I'm trying to call for my mom. Words won't come out of my mouth. So yeah, but I have a tip to how to get out of it. So I'll let you share your story first.
Okay, so the biggest one that I probably had was this was when I was in high school, and I was taking a nap during the day, and I remember like what happened was like I woke up, I think, right? So cuz like I could see my room, and it was like exactly how my room is, right? And then like it's like really dark. It's like a very dark, like maybe like if you would put like maybe it's like dawn or like right before the sun sets, it's like that dark, right? And I'm like frozen and I can't move, but my eyes can move, right? And I see like some fucking thing like in the corner of my eye, like a shadow shit, right? But I'm laying there and I can't fucking move. And then like I feel like this like pressure on my chest, like as if like someone's pushing down on my chest.
Oh my god, yes,
right?
yes.
And
yes,
then
yes.
what happens after that? Like I feel like wind in my ear. I feel the wind in my ear, and then I hear something. It goes. I swear to God, I'm literally not even bullshitting. I hear that.
Oh my
right?
god.
And back in high school, I was like really into church. I was like trying to like shout like Jesus' name, like, oh Jesus, please, like Jesus, in Jesus' name, I fucking repel you, like that type of shit. I swear to God. And then I finally woke up, and then my sister came running into my room. She was like, "Are you good? Like you're like yelling," and I was like, "Dude, I was literally frozen. There was a shadow in the corner of my room." And then, but that was it though. After that, like I've been pretty good.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
That shit was scary though, dude. I was like,
that's actually terrifying.
So scary, dude.
It's interesting that happened mid-sleep, because that for me that only ever happens right before I fall asleep.
But it was weird though, because when I woke up, like it was still the middle of the day, so like it was still bright. You know?
Wait, what?
So like that's what tripped me out. Cuz like
what you just said.
So like when I was going through that thing, right?
It was dark.
I was napping during the middle of the day, but it was dark. Right? When all that was happening. And then when I woke up, it was the same setting, but it was still bright outside. And like my room was filled with light. So it was like it was really weird, dude. Really weird.
No, it's crazy. So I'm gonna share how to get out of it whenever you feel it. You have to focus your entire, like you have to focus all your energy and your thought into like a body part, into like you have to jerk. You have to like jerk your body. You have to like twitch. And so I always imagine myself third person, and this is what I look like. Like, sorry for the audio listeners. I'm in bed, right? I'm like, I would like jerk. I would like try put all my effort into like jerking, and then that's how I snap out of it. And then the thing is, like, the thing about sleep paralysis, you can keep falling back into it because like your body's so tired. So what I do is I throw on a YouTube video and I force myself to like stay awake for a little bit, and then I naturally, my mind and my body goes to sleep together, I guess. That's my method. But yo, with that question, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in spirits? To me, I define it as different things. Do you believe in ghosts, or do you believe in spirits? Do you believe in both? Do you believe in some sort of spiritual world, I guess, outside of just the human world?
Oh, that's a interesting question.
Just because of your story that you just told us.
I would say so. Yeah.
What do you believe in?
Okay, so I used to be a Christian, right?
Okay.
And I don't know if, like, okay, so like I believe that there is a higher being, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what it is, you know? And I
Okay.
think with that comes, you know, like a whole realm of like spirituality. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And but I don't think like I don't think like ghosts and spirits are as like menacing as people or like as like they've been traditionally known. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think
Okay.
they're more just like, again, I don't know, but I just think they're not as menacing, but I also believe in a higher power. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if it's God or another God or, whatever it is. I do think
Mm-hmm.
that they're I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that, you know, that after we die, like
Oh,
there's a,
so we getting into all that.
you know what I'm saying?
I see. I see.
Cause,
Okay.
cause,
Okay.
cause I do believe that people have like souls, things that like
Okay.
aren't like physical. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I really
Sure. Sure.
believe that.
Sure.
Like,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
so that's my take on that. What about you?
I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in spirits.
Okay, so what's the difference?
Um, I don't believe in like the traditional societal media portrayal of ghosts. I don't think there are, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't really believe in like the ghost of like someone.
Uh huh.
Like when they pass,
So do
their
you
ghost
do you
remain. I
believe in
believe in
like,
spirits.
okay? So explain that.
Um, I do think that there's like like a we are not the only inhabitants of this realm of this world,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
I do believe that, and I do believe we have souls, and I do think there is a layer that like we just don't even know about. We can't see with our human eyes, physical eyes, and like spiritual. Like I believe in that. I do believe that there are like demons and angels. Um, kind of like contrary to you, I do think that there are evil spirits. I do believe in that. I do think that there is like spiritual warfare going on, and like right in front of us that we have no idea about,
Interesting.
unless you have tapped into it, unless like what I'm saying. Um, yeah, so I believe in that, but and I do think that there is a God.
A God.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
like, my take is I think it's silly to like not acknowledge some sort of higher presence being,
Yeah.
like, to be able to go outside and just see the earth. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, like I think God commissioned Bob Ross
Ah.
in heaven. I really do. I think like Bob Ross was such a gem on this planet that when he died, like God commissioned him. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like but like when you see just like Mother Nature, it's like that's not an accident.
Yeah.
That's not some freak
So
accident.
let me ask you this: do you think that we're the only living beings on in this
Dude,
universe?
that's really tough. I like, so I don't believe in evolution. I believe in I believe in evolution in the sense of like what's that word? Oh my god, I haven't taken science so long. It's not adaptation. It's like well, like
You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know.
okay, I don't believe okay, so I don't believe that humans came from animals. I don't believe that we were tadpoles, monkeys, blah 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 blah
Oh,
blah.
okay.
And then
Interesting.
I don't believe that at all.
Okay.
I think humans were created by a god.
By a God. Okay.
Yeah, by a god. I don't believe in the Big Bang theory.
Okay.
I think I don't think, yeah, I don't believe in that. I think a god created this earth
Mm.
just the way, I mean, just like, yeah. And like the more you study humans, and I'm like, dude, humans, there are, I mean, to me there's no way that a human was an accident. There's no way that you could throw in 400 billion years, and I don't think humans could have been created by an accident. I just don't think that's possible, right? I believe in like a soul, so I think like a God had to have created a human at some point in time. So that's where I stand on that. In terms of, I don't believe in aliens, if that's what you're asking. I don't believe in aliens. I know it sounds borderline ignorant and silly to say, like, you know, the vastness of our universe, like the infinite vastness of our galaxies and galaxies out there, to say that we are the one and only living planet out there. I mean, sure, right? But that's kind of like that just goes into a deeper conversation of, I've had this conversation with a pastor once. I was like, look, what if there's life out there, and if Christians are like so hard pressed on the Bible, our form of the Bible must look different than another planet's, if there's another life form out there. If there is one God, right? And planet Earth has the planet Earth version of a Bible, then what about, you know, planet, you know, X? Like, what about those beings and those you know, those creatures? Like, how does that work? You know, the simple answer that the person, I just love these hypotheticals. The person is like, you know what, like maybe you know, God had his own thing. It's like they have their own separate version, like kind of like the whole like alternate universe type conversation. Yeah, I don't believe in aliens. I don't even really think too much into it, to be completely honest.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, especially the way that like aliens have been portrayed in media. I don't see it.
Oh yeah, I don't think they're gonna look anything like that if there are aliens.
Exists. Yeah, I don't think that exists. But I mean, I know it sounds like borderline even like silly and ignorant to not acknowledge another life out there, but I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Ooh, wait. How do you feel? I'm kind of tipsy.
I'm getting there for sure.
Damn. I'm on a. This is not a question, but I just want to shout out this person. This person submitted, I'm not a podcast person, but I really learned a lot from your podcast. Love it. Heart. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's like one of the highest forms. It's like, I learned from you. I learned. That's sick.
You learned from me? That's crazy. You must have a very open
You learned from
mind.
Glenn?
You must have a lot of patience and a very high tolerance for bullshit.
Oh
so
God. Yo, I need to piss. I'll be right back.
Okay.
When to lose your virginity, and parentheses, I heard it's supposed to help you mature or something else. What's your take on that?
What's my take on losing your virginity? Well, first of all, I don't think there's a certain age or, a stage in life where you need to have lost your virginity, you know? I think that's your personal choice. However, I will say, when I lost mine, wow, it opened up, like, a whole new realm of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of walking around, with like my chest, held up, my fucking head held high. Like, I felt like, a new being. I gotta say, like, it really, honestly though, I think it does kind of, I don't know. I feel like virginity is one of those things, especially for men, where like, like they feel like they have to lose it, and I think I kind of like got caught in that trap. And so when I did lose it, it kind of like took something off my back a little bit. It's like, okay, like I did it,
Yeah.
But in terms of like, what it did for my life, I mean, I would say, it definitely made me more confident, a little bit,
okay.
in a sense of like I could like relate to, like more people and, just like things like that.
I do think virginity is pretty tight. In all seriousness, it's like when people like are like, yo, I'm 27, I'm 30, whatever, and I'm still a virgin.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you feel like self-conscious or insecure about that? I think that's sick. I think that's tight.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like all power to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say this: my advice to any mid-20 and plus virgins out there is, like, be careful, because like the second that word gets out that you're a virgin, especially for women, like if women virgins,
Yep.
guys are gonna line up. Like they just want to be the first, and they will sweet talk you. Like, guys will say whatever, like they will do whatever it takes to be the first, because it's a good feeling. It's look. It's more of like a pride ego thing to say that, like, I took someone's virginity, right?
Mm-hmm.
But people don't realize the emotional, I don't want to say baggage, but like there's a lot that comes after that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't think losing your virginity is, particularly as a woman, maybe as a byproduct of, this society, like losing your virginity is a big thing, right? I mean, maybe it's not. I don't know. Like, it's more so how you view it. It's more so how you view it. Some people like.
I mean,
people,
whether you view it, or whether you view your virginity high or whether you view it lowly, I feel like it's still a big.
I think biologically.
Exactly. Like biologically, I feel like it's a pretty significant moment in your life. So.
It is. So I will say this, like, for any virgins out there, like, especially if you're at an age where you feel like you're like, oh, like, I should not be a virgin by now, like, be careful. I think I would hold that close. Like, don't tell that information. Don't make that information so public. Only because it's like people are going to hit you up left and right. Like, people will sweet talk you. People will, like, be the sweetest guy, sweetest girl to you because they want to take your virginity. You know what I'm saying? And then like it's yeah. And so, like, if you're at that point, then, like, I don't know. Like, I would much look. My take on virginity is, I would much rather lose my virginity to someone that I like and care about at that moment, whatever. Right? And some people don't really put an emphasis on that, and some people are like, I was drunk and I hooked up and I lost my virginity, and I'm completely okay with that, and that's fine. Like I'm not here to, like, argue that, but that's just my take.
Yeah.
But I don't think it helps you mature or anything like that. I think that's a stigma, personally. I think, like, just sex in general is such a stigma. It's like, you don't need to have that for whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways,
moving on.
Let's see. Is it my turn or your turn?
You can do another one.
This is a good one because both of us can relate. Atlanta versus LA. The cultures, pros, cons, weird insider things only that area knows. Ooh, this is a good one. We can both talk about this.
Okay. Oh, you want me to go first?
Well, so to preface, we're both from Georgia.
Yes.
I'm currently in LA. Glenn is still in Georgia. So how about we share some Atlanta insights and LA insights? I mean, obviously I can talk more about Atlanta because I grew up there, but I guess we can start there.
Atlanta. So I actually lived out in a city called Torrance, which is around 30 minutes outside of LA for like 2 years. So I don't know if I have a good grasp on, like, LA culture, but I'll try my best. But Atlanta, for starters, I think Atlanta is a lot more slower paced.
Yeah.
I feel like even if people don't know it, I feel like everyone in Atlanta has, like, some sort of, like, Southern hospitality, like, embedded into their personality. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And from my experience, Atlanta people are a lot more chill. They don't care as much about social media. You know, they
Oh, that was
don't care
very
as
specific.
much. They don't care as much about clout.
I don't.
Um,
I think that's a
really?
little antiquated.
I mean,
think now
okay.
it.
I mean, obviously there are people that, like in Atlanta, obviously that like that are like really heavy in like like social media and stuff. But like from my experience, like from my holy fuck,
Whoa.
from my friend group, right? I would say that I'm probably the most active on social media, and I don't even have a lot of followers or anything like that,
Being
So
active in your follower count, there's no correlation to that.
true, true. But yes, I would say that I'm the most active out of my friend group. Um,
You forgot
I
where
don't
you were
know.
going.
I did.
Right?
I literally did.
Okay, so
Yeah, go ahead.
one
Take over,
comment
dude.
one comment on the Southern hospitality. I think that's very true. I think that's very true, and I didn't realize it. And my girlfriend actually pointed that out. Like when we were in Georgia, she's like, this is weird. Like strangers are talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was a foreign concept. But that's so normal for us to strike up a conversation. And so I was at Ponce City Market, and I was like, you know that neighborhood right in front where everyone parks? Like you go up the hill. Anyways,
Yeah.
I was trying to find parking in it, and I found a spot. It was like kind of near a fire hydrant. So I was like, but I think it's okay. I parked, and then I got out my car, and then this guy like came out for his Uber Eats, and like he was a complete stranger. He was just waiting for his food. He was like, oh yo, I got a ticket last time. I wouldn't park there. Like I got like a $20 ticket, so you should move your car. I was like, oh yo, thanks man, appreciate it. Yeah, good looks. He's like, yeah man, have a nice day. I mean, that's just like normal. That's normal.
Yeah, it's very normal.
And she was like, do you know him? I'm like, nah. I mean, she's like, that was weird. Like what? You know what I'm saying? And so like I do no. There's definitely an aspect of Southern hospitality, and I ask a lot of people this is like, why wouldn't Waffle House work in LA? And it wouldn't. I don't think it would. There's just so many things. Waffle House is such a gem. It's like the Southern hospitality. Like they talk to you, they call you honey, they call you like like they're very endearing to you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And just like I think there are things that just like wouldn't translate as well in the West Coast. LA, I'm still getting adjusted. I'm like 2 years in. I do think that there's a little bit. It's a little bit more superficial. Yeah. And the thing about LA is that there. One thing I do like about LA is like people don't really judge you in the sense that like there are so many different types of people here, and everyone's kind of here for the same reason, right? And everyone comes here because they can just like be themselves and get away from all the noise. But yeah, I've realized there's a sense of vanity in LA that I don't really like.
I would have to agree. Very much so.
I don't know, like I'm not really attracted to someone that's so obsessed with their looks. It's like if your day is made up of being so concerned about your presentation, it's like I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think my experience from the time living there, I think LA's a little toxic, if I'm gonna be honest.
It can.
I think there's a lot of toxicity out there, cause like I used to go to K-Town a lot, cause one of my very close friends lives out in K-Town, and like we used to go out and like drink a lot. Yeah, it's just I've met a lot of fucking weirdos out there, dude. Just like weird.
Yeah.
It's like fucking weirdos. Like there's some they like talk. I don't know. They just like the way they talk about certain things, and like it's not even like. It's just like really like heavy gossip, and like shit talk. Like I would literally be with a group one day, and then I would see the same one or two people the next day, and they're like talking shit about them, like heavy. Yeah. But they were like okay the day before. I'm like, yo, what?
That's like one thing.
What the fuck? It's so weird.
That's one thing that I really avoid in friends.
Yeah.
One of my biggest red flags my biggest red flags in terms of like friends is if you're the type of person that thrives off gossip,
Mm-hmm.
And just like, yeah, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the type of person that like drama follows you,
Mm-hmm.
and you thrive off that, like that, I just can't be close friends with you.
And listen, don't get me wrong. Like I gossip, you know.
Yes, I do too.
I feel like everyone gossips. You know what I'm saying? But
yes,
it's like
yes.
It's but like I don't know the things I heard and saw in LA. I was like, yo, like we were just together like yesterday. Like yo, like what the fuck is going on?
And this is something that I've noticed, especially in my industry. It's like the thing about LA is like if you're not like hyper liberal, you're like a degenerate. You're not a human being.
Yeah.
I feel like LA has cultivated its own religion in a sense. I feel like LA culture has cultivated its own cult. That LA thinks they're so elite and so ahead of their time that if anybody disagrees or thinks differently than how they do, then they're like, ugh, they're just behind. They're ignorant, and like they think they're the most progressive people on the planet.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty toxic.
Yeah.
It's
very
like you're
toxic.
not and a lot of the things that you see on like social media and media is like, especially like if you don't agree with like the societal view of on a take, a lot of that's like stem from like especially the way that LA views it, right? And so like, I try to like stay away from that noise, but yeah, but LA has beautiful sunsets.
And beautiful girls. Beautiful girls. I gotta say. Listen, Atlanta girls
that goes
compared
back
to LA girls. I don't want to hate on any Atlanta girls, but I'm gonna fucking say it. LA
that
girls
goes
are
back
much
to the
more
whole
beautiful.
vanity thing. That goes
Much
back to the
more
whole
beautiful.
vanity thing. Yeah.
But also, I do think it's like, because okay, so like I'm obviously attracted to Korean women because I'm Korean, and there's just a bigger population of Korean women in LA for sure.
Sure.
And
So,
listen, I could say the same thing about guys too. Like I know a lot of like my girlfriends, they'll be like, yo, the guys out in LA or New York are like so much better.
I'm gonna be honest. Like ever since I moved to LA, it's like sometimes I get self-conscious at the dudes that I see here.
Honestly, same. I
get self-conscious. I'm
like,
like,
wow.
look, I'm being a hater, but at the same time, it's like sometimes like this is just these are my internal thoughts that I'm just sharing with you guys. But I'm like, I'm being a hater, but to compensate, I'm like, look, this dude is like spending all his time and energy on like building his bicep. So look, he's hot, he's tall, like he's definitely an attractive dude. But I'm a firm believer that like there are levels, and like basic dudes attract basic girls. Like there's levels. I think so. And so I try not to get insecure about that. I was like, dude, and the thing is, look, I'm tipsy, so I'm sorry, but I'm not here to say that all hot people are basic, all hot people are superficial. That's not what I'm trying to say. And again, these are my own like internal thoughts, and I'm just being a hater, and these are more so my insecurities, right? Yeah. So I just try not to compare myself because, dude, like hot girls, hot guys, they're out there. LA is so prevalent, especially in the entertainment industry. Like you have to be good looking to a certain extent. But I've realized, I don't know if you've had this like coming of age moment. Looks are becoming less and less important.
Dude.
Holy crap. It's so weird. It's like you can be the hottest girl on the planet, but like if there's no depth to you, then oh my gosh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm definitely more attracted to like charm more than anything.
Yeah.
Like if you're charming,
sure.
I will literally like be your fucking servant. Like
Glenn,
dude, just fucking holy shit. Like you
as
know
long
what?
as
Just
the
fucking
female has
tie
hair-
your hair up. Just fucking tie your
Glenn.
hair up. Yeah, go ahead.
Glenn, as long as a female has hair and legs, you're good. At this point, your standards are.
At this point, my standards are very fucking low. It's like dirt low. It's honestly crazy.
Look, as long. Yo, cheers. Yo, I'm about to finish my bottle. This is all I have left.
Are you serious? Dang, you drink that shit fast as fuck.
Well, remember? No. Remember, I spilled like a fifth of my bottle.
Tragic.
But then again, it's best like stuff like with like prosecco and like sparkling stuff. It's a lot of it's carbonation, so it just goes away. But I'm pretty tipsy. Glenn, how are you feeling? 1 to 10.
I'm feeling like a motherfucking 7. I gotta say.
That's not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm pretty tipsy. Oh, can I ask? Can I do a? Oh wait, is it your turn? I feel like I've been.
No, ask. It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
Can I do a question that's specifically towards like, for me?
Yes, go ahead. Fucking selfish.
So someone asked, how is June so confident? Ooh, cheers. Baby.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Well, ma'am, I'm about to ruin all your expectations. You know, before I even get into my own, before I dive into myself, what is your perception of me and my confidence?
What is my perception of you and your confidence?
Do you think I'm a confident guy?
I think you're confident in a lot of aspects, for sure. But I also think, as with anybody else in life, I think, you know, you're not as confident in other aspects, for sure.
What do you think that I'm confident in?
What do I think you're confident in? I think, I mean, just starting with, like, the, I guess, like, the persona that you give off, like, in terms of, like, your career, your social media account. I think there's a sense of confidence that comes from that, you know? Yeah, I mean, to do what you do definitely takes a very high level of confidence, you know? Like the whole showmanship thing, right? Being on stage, like your emceeing skills, even like posting skits on Instagram, that's not an easy fucking task, you know what I'm saying? Because you're probably gonna, you know, receive a lot of, you know, hate comments, or especially in the beginning. You know what? I think that's where I kind of admire you in a way.
Okay.
In your beginning stages, right?
Yeah.
Because that's when everybody is like, what the fuck is he doing? Why is he doing like this weird shit? Why is he dressed up as a fucking 45-year-old Asian woman? And how is he doing it so like, what are you doing? Stop it. Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? But you push through that. And I think that takes a lot of confidence, a lot of guts.
Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, I think you're very confident in your opinions. You know?
Oh.
I think
okay.
You definitely stick to what you feel like is your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Even like through our conversations and through like what you post on like social media, I'm like, oh, like he really like sticks to his guns. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't easily fold. At least that's my perception.
No. So you're absolutely right, but I'm completely looking at it at a negative lens. Maybe I'm not crediting myself, but I do think that I acknowledge that I can be opinionated. But with that,
this is where you lack confidence. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
You constantly do this where.
Oh fuck.
You know what I mean? Like you constantly look at it at a different angle when you don't need to be.
Oh.
You do that a lot.
Wow.
You actually do that a lot. Even like through our very 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 private conversations. You do this a lot where you look at it at like an angle that's like fuck. Like I don't even know why you're fucking looking at it like that.
But what if I'm just like, oh, damn. I mean, I don't know what to say. Yeah.
Yeah. You do that a lot. You do.
I do that a lot. So a part of me is like, am I just trying to look at it from, am I just trying to put myself in the other person's shoe or try to see it from both sides? Or is it more so coming from an insecure place where I'm just like not confident about my decisions or my thoughts? I think it's more of that.
Yes.
I try to trick myself and I'm like, no, I'm just a very thoughtful, mindful person, and I try to see it from, both perspectives. But I think it's more so it's like I'm not allowed to just feel the way I feel. You're blowing my mind.
And the thing about it is, and this is advice that I need to take myself, but it's like,
okay,
most people aren't thinking about it the way that like we're thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Most people are just seeing it as like face value. Like they just see it, like they just see it as how it is. And like we're the ones that like get like self-conscious, like, oh fuck, like did I fucking fuck up, or like did I fucking say this wrong? But most of the times, like people really don't care at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I like some of my favorite advices are the advices that say, basically summarize and say, look, bitch, you're not that important.
Exactly.
I love those advices because it takes the focus off yourself, and I love it. No, but I think you know what, Glenn, I've realized, I've learned something new about you, like that directly correlates with me, and directly correlates with our friendship. I'm tipsy, so I don't mean any of this, so fuck you.
Fuck you too.
But at the same time, I've realized like you know me better than I thought you knew me. And this comes with all the nuances. These comes with all the private conversations, that the most superficial, nonchalant, like the minuscule things that add on to it. And I didn't realize that. I think you know me better than I thought you knew me. And that's partly vulnerable and scary. And then the other part, it's like I am grateful in a sense, where it's like you still stuck around.
Oh shit. Okay, we're going there.
Damn.
Here we go.
Damn, we're going there.
Here we go.
Damn it. Yo, get your foot out the camera.
Yo, fuck you, dude.
Get your foot out the Yo,
dog.
guys, did you guys know Glenn started an OnlyFans for his feet? Yo, Glenn has pretty feet. Wait. So here's an advice that I've heard.
Yeah.
You never people say never show your feet for free. Yeah, but just for the fans, Glenn has nice feet.
Thank you.
Like they're not crusty.
They're not.
They're not. You have nice feet. You have nice feet.
They're nice.
You have nice feet. But what was I saying? I got lost.
No, I mean to the point you were saying. I feel like it's only natural. I feel like we fucking talk like pretty much. Like I mean we play League like every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? And
we talk a lot.
We get into some conversations, and like you always keep me updated about what happens in your life and stuff. So I will say though, I feel like people underestimate my keenness to nunchi of like reading people, because maybe I'm so like goofy and I cuss a lot and all that stuff, but I feel like I have a pretty good eye for like how to read
think
people.
that's one of our complexes. So one of my struggles growing up is like I always grew up the goofy guy, the guy that like makes people laugh. And one complex I suffered with is people, not everyone, but some people called me immature. Like people were like, oh, Joon's so immature. But my struggle was like, you don't get it.
Yeah.
You just don't get it, because like you don't realize that I will intentionally intentionally like dumb myself down. I will make a fool of myself if it can bring you happiness. And to me, that's maturity. So screw you. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, you don't know me. Like you don't know me. Like to me, I think I'm like I can put myself down. Like I'm shameless.
Yeah.
Where like if it brings you happiness, if it brings you a smile, if it brings you a laugh, I will make a fool out of myself. But don't you dare tell me that like I am not thought provoking. I am not intelligent.
Yeah.
You want to get a debate with me? My 15-year-old ass will school your 26-year-old ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like don't try me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just because you've only seen that side of me, it's like that is something I grew up with. So like, yeah, for sure. I do think I think you have good. I think you have a good keenness in like reading people and reading the room. I think you're very good at that. So I will credit you for
Thank
that.
you, sir.
For sure.
Thank you, sir.
For sure.
I actually really like compliments like that. Like more than more than like you know, oh, like you're looking good today, or oh, I love your work. Like,
you don't hear that often.
You don't. Yeah.
No. Not like a universal. No. You.
Oh yeah.
No. I'm not talking.
Right.
No,
got
you.
it. Got it. Understood. Thank you for clearing up the misunderstanding. Thank you.
Cheers.
Got it. Cheers. Oh man, yo, that shit was that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yo, people don't understand. It's like you need to be able to have that kind of friendship where you can just roast the hell out of each other. Of course. You need that. You need a close friend that can humble you. And look,
no, for sure.
Look, just like on social media, it seems like sure, it might seem like I roast, Glenn a lot. Off camera.
Oh, I fuck him up. Don't get it twisted.
This guy makes me question. This guy makes me question myself. Like he makes me insecure. Like it's unhealthy.
it's like low-key toxic. It's low-key toxic.
Yo, it's low-key toxic. Man. Look, if I wasn't confident. All right, next question.
Next question. Let's go.
Oh God.
I got one.
Yo. Oh, go ahead. Yes. Sorry, it's your turn.
Life-changing events. How to work through difficult times. That was like the whole. I don't know. That's like the message.
Oh, okay. I was about to say like I hate like really big thought-provoking questions because like especially if you're like in an interview because you are expected to answer a question that requires like it's like an essay, right? Essay you're given like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And to really come up with like a solid answer. But in an interview, you have to think of it on the fly. So life-changing event. Can you repeat the question? Life-changing event and how to get through it?
I think they asked like maybe like 2 or 3 questions in one or at once. It was life-changing events, period, and then it was like social clock, period, and then it was how to work through difficult times. So I think it was like
I don't know what does social clock mean?
I don't know either. So that's why I skipped it.
I'm gonna
like
skip
the first
that.
time I mentioned.
Okay. So life-changing event and how to get what?
And how to get through difficult times.
Oh, dude, I have a memory of a goldfish. How to get through difficult times. Life-changing event.
Let's just do one each.
Okay, I'll keep it really short. Life-changing event. When I first went like really viral because I never looked back after that point. My first video that went like extremely viral, and in less than 2 weeks, I grew less than 20,000 followers, more than 20,000 followers. I never looked back. So that was life-changing, and I never looked back, and that was confirmation and validation that this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Fuck
and it doesn't have to be career-based.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you know this, but last summer, my mom actually got diagnosed with breast cancer, and that was definitely life changing. You know what I'm saying? It was stage 1. She's totally fine now. But you know, this point moving forward, or that point moving forward, like, because like cancer can always come back. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the fact that like the word cancer and my mom will like forever be connected. You know what I'm saying? It really like just like put a different perspective on like life and like my relationship with her and like how I want to proceed with my life and like what I want to do and like what goals I want to achieve and like, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, I would say that's probably the most recent life-changing event for sure.
Cheers to your mom being
cheers.
Gucci right now.
You know what? I actually have a funny story.
That's a big cheers.
I have a funny story pertaining to that. I remember I was texting you. Remember that?
Oh, dude, I'm scared.
I was texting you.
Is this embarrassing?
No, it's not embarrassing. It's actually it actually helped me through that whole mess up situation.
God. Okay.
But I remember, I think like I was like texting you, and like at first it was like, of course, like serious, like, oh, like, is she okay, like, you good or whatever. And then I think you cracked like some kind of like joke. It was like really dark. You had, I think you said like, oh, this could be like another way for you to get girls. And I remember I laughed my fucking ass off.
I said that.
Or like something pertaining to girls. So like, yo, this could be another story you use on Tinder or some shit like that.
You're at the bar.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, what's your name? My name's Vanessa. What's your name? Glenn. My name's Glenn. Glenn, yes. So like, tell me about yourself. My mom has cancer. Oh, no. So, yeah, my mom has cancer. So you want to go back to my place?
But that joke, it was really dark at the moment, but I realized like how kind of twisted I am. I was like, I laughed my ass off, and I was like crying too. So I had tears coming down my face, and I was laughing, and I was fucking laughing. Yeah, but that shit was funny.
I only even took that risk because I knew you.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? I knew you to that level. It's like, look, like, my method is like, dude, laughter is the best medicine.
Exactly.
I like people. There's so many haters. Like, you shouldn't joke about this. You shouldn't joke about that. I think I completely disagree. I think there is no thing that you cannot joke about.
I agree.
I think the darker, the more grim, you should be able to laugh about. You should be able to joke about, because that's cope. I mean, everyone copes differently.
But you know what's funny though? Like, 2 of my other friends made that same fucking joke, and I'm like, yo.
It didn't hit.
It didn't hit. No, it hit, but it was just funny how 3 people in my life decided to make that same joke. Like, yo, come on, man. No, but it was good though. It was good though.
That's saying one of 2 things, you know what I mean? Like, they're all close with you, and 2, like, you just love girls. You know what I'm saying? Yo, cheers.
Oh man, cheers to that, man. Fuck, that shit was so funny, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. All right, next question.
All right, let's talk about toxic masculinity. We're the perfect males to talk about it. Hell yeah.
Toxic masculinity. You want to go first?
No. Yeah, I mean, look, we can really dive into all that. I'm just going to give a short answer. It's like, look, we need more males like you and me. That's all I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look,
that's facts.
One of my favorite memes that I relate to is like, you know, funny, like there's a meme, a Twitter post. It's like, funny guys are dangerous. Mm-hmm. He makes you laugh, and then boom, you're naked. Look, I can't stress this enough. I'm not even saying I'm old and wise, but I promise you, looks become less and less important. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I promise. Mm-hmm. And these are conversations that you need to have with yourself. It's like, look, I think looks, like, yeah, sure, they're important, but like, things like, ask yourself, if looks is the only thing that you're asking, like, is the only requirement, is the biggest priority, then I think I would say that that's more of a superficial type of thing that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like toxic masculinity is like, it's like, look, dude, if you're only ever attracted or looking for dudes with like an 8-pack, like with like freaking abs on his back, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's
abs
nice
on his back. That's a good. That's a good.
that's
That's a great
nice.
way to
That's amazing. I would love to have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but there's just so much more to that, and I would, at the end of the day, I think humans are, you know, innately like just selfishly driven.
Yeah.
So even in that sense, it's like, I think there's more that satisfies you than just that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think there's more depth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, like as a man, what are some of your top qualities that either you have or that you want to have, like that you find attractive?
I mean, I guess like in line with, you know, the whole toxic like masculinity thing, I think I very much want a woman that's like powerful.
No, sorry. I meant like attractive qualities about a man.
Oh, about a man.
About yourself, or like stuff like you just
about
think
a
like,
man. I mean, I think
like to break the toxic masculinity, like qualities about what makes like an attractive man.
Mm-hmm.
From a man's perspective.
I think if this, I don't know if this is in line, but okay, if you can take a gay person hitting on you as a compliment.
Oh my dude,
you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
It's really no big deal. Like, they're not gonna fucking bend you over and fuck you in the ass. Like,
it's the biggest compliment, actually.
It really is. That means you're good looking for
I'm
both
the most
genders.
flattered. I'm the most flattered.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a big deal, guys. Okay, it's really not a big deal.
You know what my biggest pet peeve is?
Yeah.
When dudes have to say something and they're like, "Oh, no homo." No homo is my biggest pet peeve. I'm like, dude, you're so insecure. Yeah. You're so insecure. Yeah. I will literally be like, dude, holy hell, dude, like, you look freaking nice today. Like, dude, you're hot as hell. Oh, but no homo. Oh, but no, that's no homo. You're so insecure.
Yeah.
If you have to say no homo, that's so cringe. So cringe.
And like, I think that's the whole, and like the whole like pause. Oh, pause.
Yeah, but that's more just like, dude, I don't know. That's more like just kind of like social media Gen Z. Like that's more just like, yeah, like verbiage that's come from social media and stuff like that. But like, that's one thing I'm pretty confident. I will say I'm confident in my sexuality.
I'm feeling like an 8.
All right, I'm gonna finish my bottle. I have a little bit left. Cheers.
Hold on, let me pour some more.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, let's go. Cheers.
All right, I have a question. I have a question I want to answer real quick. Someone answered, happiness, where do you start? I will say this. Happiness is within. You can't expect or happiness from anyone else but from yourself. And then this really pertains to relationships. Your partner can't be your only source of happiness. Your happiness has to stem from yourself. It needs to be internal. And that's where a lot of relationships can get tricky. Sure, you can lean on your partner, and your partner can be a huge source of your happiness, but you need to be happy and content with yourself. And a lot of the times you're not, and that's okay. But you need to pull a lot of source of happiness from yourself. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, happiness.
yeah, happy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like the whole, like, because I feel like happiness is oftentimes correlated with money.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know, like money, I don't know, but
you know who the most attractive people are? When I see people that thrive and are happy and content and live people that live a full life when they're not like doing great financially, they're not like like living lavishly. That is, they've unlocked something. Like they're living life. Like they get it.
It's very
that's attractive. The coolest people. That's the coolest people. Like people that can like live a full life without a full wallet.
Ugh, just like doing what they love and shit, like every day.
Hell
just
yeah,
wake up.
Hell yeah.
Do whatever the fuck they want to do.
That's amazing.
What about dating in the era of technology / dating apps? Have you been on many dating apps in the past?
I've been, but like not. I mean, it's been a really long time, but I don't prefer it. I don't prefer dating apps. Here's what I will say about dating app culture. I will say that it's more about feeding your ego. That's all it really is at the end of the day. And the accessibility gets so high that the chances of actually meeting up and like getting into a relationship is so low. All you really care about at the end of the day is it's like if the person that I swiped for swiped back.
Right. That's facts.
It's all validation. At the end of the day, dating apps is validation. And obviously you're presenting you're catfishing to a certain extent. You're presenting your best self. And because like, look, when someone swipes back and then you guys get matched, almost immediately it goes away. Like almost immediately, like the attraction or whatever that was there goes away. It's like, oh, like I got the validation that I needed. All right, let's move on. Let's see how many matches I can get. That's why actually meeting up with someone is very low and very hard. But then again, I mean, I've been out of the like dating app game for many years. But social media and dating is I think it's becoming more problematic. It's more tough because there's so many other factors. Like there's, people you follow, there's stories, there's posts, there's explore page. I mean, I think social media kind of complicates relationships, and I think couples need to be able to talk about that and navigate social media. It's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on dating apps right now. Dude, shit is fucking tiring, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's like the whole dating scene that I'm kind of tired of, but it's like, oh, God, I don't know. Like something about it's just like very tiring. Like you like get to know them. Yeah. And then like you're like waiting for their reply, and they reply like 2 days later. So like you don't want to look too like fucking like too ambitious. So like you wait another 2 days. And like you're talking about one topic for like fucking 2 weeks. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Dude, that is.
It's I don't know. It's just very I don't know. I just feel like it's not very efficient, in my opinion.
It's not at all. It's not
honestly,
at all. It's like
I've only met up with one girl off Tinder. Yeah, I'm sorry, two girls, and it was fucking whack. Like I didn't even like it. Like it's fucking weird. I don't know, dude. I'm not a big fan of dating apps. But I feel like that's how like most people meet each other nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But you'll find yours. Don't worry. Don't worry. That was actually a message to myself. I'm not even talking to the person that.
You're not even talking. This is. You're talking to yourself right now.
I'm literally talking to myself right now. Glenn, it's okay. Hang in there. You'll find yours. All right. Just keep at it.
You're gonna find yours, man. You're gonna find yours. I have a question for you.
Okay.
What's your favorite drunk food?
Ooh, favorite drunk food? You know what? I feel like I don't really eat when I'm drunk, unless I'm like with people. Like if I get drunk by myself,
psychopath?
Or like when I drink on this podcast, and I'm like kind of like tipsy or drunk. Like I don't really like cook anything, or I get really bad munchies on weed. But when it comes to like drinking, unless I'm like at a party or like with people and like we're like done like going out or whatever. But I'll answer the question. What's my favorite drunk food? My favorite drunk food? Shit. I feel like I really like fast food.
Fast food is fantastic.
Fast food or halal guys. Oh my god, I could fucking devour that shit right now. Actually,
that is.
I really could. Or I mean, the classic fucking ramyun. You know.
Yeah, ramyun's good. Ramyun's great. Oh.
What about you?
Yeah. Waffle House is great.
Oh shit!
I can't get that anymore. I can't get that anymore.
Waffle House is always great.
Ramyun is great. I like to cook. Like I turn into like a chef.
See, that's what I don't do. I think maybe that's why I don't really like eat a lot, because I don't like cook for myself when I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be something quick.
Yes. I love like cooking for people. But
you've never cooked for me, dude. What the fuck?
Yo, we haven't even been in like a situation like that.
You've never made me nothing, dude. Fuck you, dude.
First off, you never even slept over like that.
Fuck you. Yeah, because you got haven't even had now.
Yeah, we haven't even had a one night stand yet. So like, oh, and you're allergic to cats, you bitch ass.
Yeah.
I think no, honestly, like natural selection needs to weed people out like you. You're allergic to peanuts and cats.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. Like people like you need to just like go.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You're holding us back from advancing.
If there's anything I know, if I'm going, you're going with me. I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm not allergic to peanuts.
I'm gonna kill you. Is what I'm saying. I'm gonna kill you with me. I'm just gonna stab you twice. Bop bop. And then you dead.
Look, bop bop.
Bop bop. Just bop
Look,
bop.
I'm just saying, just don't get on my bad side because I'm gonna feed you peanuts. You're gonna be like, look, June, and I know you don't have an EpiPen.
I don't.
I know you don't.
But you know what? I'll tell you one thing for sure. I will find the nearest knife and I'll stab you in the fucking neck. Fuck you. If I'm dying and you kill me, you're coming with me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. My last breath will be me stabbing you. Okay, fuck you.
On that note, that wraps up season 1. We love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and for all your questions. It's been super fun. I mean, look, we're not going anywhere, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're just gonna take some time to unwind a little bit, but we'll be back. But thank you so much. I appreciate it, and then we're gonna start off strong again. And yeah, that's it. Any last words, Glenn?
No, I mean, on like a serious note, seriously though, like thank you guys, to all the listeners. Like I feel like we did numbers that I couldn't really even imagine, honestly. So we really appreciate you guys like listening to our idiocy and stupidity for fucking 12 episodes. So no, it's been really fun. It's been really fun. I've had some great laughs, some great time. So we'll be back, a lot more polished. Hopefully we get this fucking audio situation figured out for season 2.
Sorry guys.
I feel like that was like our biggest deficiency.
I think honestly. It's me. Like people always say like Glenn's okay, but you like, yo, what the hell's wrong with you, Jay?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I really don't know.
Yes, and I will work on my stuttering for you guys. I'll work on my stuttering, and I will try to not drink before we start the podcast. Okay, that's gonna be one of my goals as well.
Before.
So. No, but it's been fun, man. For sure.
Well, thanks for being a part of this journey too.
Of course. It was super fun.
All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye. You fucking love doing that. Bye. Bye. All right, fam. Peace.